Santo is a luchador, a Mexican wrestler.
Not a
And
luchador.
if you're familiar with the look of the luchador, they wear like spandex masks over their heads with eye holes, a nose hole, and a mouth hole. And Santo wears this at all times, even when he's working for the UN trying to solve crimes and shit, which he is in this movie. And there are, I heard something like 60 or so Santo movies made. There is a whole series of Santo films. And I played another Santo film, but so much earlier on in movie night history. Again, I don't know if anybody would remember it, but Santo was fighting vampires or something like that. And I do believe that that one was dubbed that I played, and that was the reason I played it. I try to avoid making people read subtitles during movie night unless we really have to. But the Santo films, most of them aren't dubbed. And really, I didn't play Santo versus Dr. Death because of the quality of the Santo film and that this is a better Santo film than any of the others, but that this one happened to be dubbed. And really, I think I prefer the themes in which Santo is fighting like the mummy or Dracula or, some supernatural horror, which happens in a lot of the Santo films. I feel like a lot of the Santo films appear to be far more over the top than this one. This one was almost kind of slickly produced as far as Santo's films seem to go. And it was about Santo doing investigations for the UN, like I said, and he was stopping art thieves that went through this really convoluted ploy to vandalize and ruin a piece of art just so that they could replace it with another one and then keep the original after cleaning it up or some bullshit thing like that. And Santo is hunting these people down, and there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of story going on. You kind of needed to be eased into the evening and willing to watch. It was a little weird too because the movie was genuinely a 1973 film, and this was a restored version of that. And so it really looked like Black Dynamite, except it was not a reenactment of the time. It was the real deal. So it felt like we were kind of in the same kind of 70s environment. One of them was simulated and the other one was genuine, and really couldn't tell the difference between the two. Some of the dubbing was bad enough that I thought was funny. I don't know when this dubbing was done, but I assume closer to the time the film was made. And this Santo film, unlike many others, was made in Spain. I don't know if that really made a difference between this one getting a larger release or not, when most of them were from Mexico. In this one, I felt like you needed to be in the mood for it. I feel like I missed a lot because there was a bit of tedium I felt when they were really going through the dialogue and everything. But there was enough uh, there's enough scenery from the time, enough to be interested in watching. I think that it never really got boring so much for me, as I did kind of just get a little lost at some points, and I did appreciate watching it, and it carried on more like a James Bond film. I felt than what I might expect from a Santo film.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.